Project Swachh.
Hi everybody, welcome to New Delhi Nature Society's program Project Swachh. Today we are going to interview Himanshu and Akhil from Sea Greens and listen to their views on future foods from the past. Namaste Himanshu.
Namaste.
Okay.
Namaste Viren.
So we can start our program by lighting the incense.
Hanji.
So it's very nice to have you on our show today. Please tell us something about yourself.
Viren, I'm a mother. That's very important to me. I'm a mother and by profession I'm a nutritionist, and I just love to cook. That's what I enjoy doing. Cooking is like a meditation to me. I just love the aromas, the texture when I'm in the kitchen. I just love to play around with the ingredients which are available. As in whatever's available in the season, I create food out of that, and that gives me a lot of happiness. I love to feed people, and that's what I like to do basically, and that made me start something which we'll be talking about, which I say that future foods from the past.
Yeah, so you can tell us something about Sea Greens and how you go about making the food.
Sea Green came in picture when being a nutritionist, I used to be counseling a lot of people, talking to them about the food and the diet they should be eating. Then I just thought, whatever I'm talking and is not available on the shelves. So there was a gap, because my nutrition knowledge goes not to just the basic nutrition knowledge, also goes back to Ayurveda. So when we say Ayurveda, it is healing the body, it is restoring the body, and that comes with what our grandmothers used to cook, not from the commercial industries or the chemicals what are added to the food. So I wanted to bring back the food which our grandmothers used to cook and the way they used to cook. So in the meanwhile, my daughter was growing up, and I used to see that I'm talking a lot of things about eat what your grandmother cooks and all, and my daughter comes back from school saying I had this in the canteen, that at the canteen. So I would say this is not happening. Somebody has to just start making things, research about what our grandmothers make and start cooking that food. Now the challenge was, when I got the recipes, I thought of the raw material. From where will it come? It can't come from a supermarket or a departmental store. So then me and my husband Akhil, we started traveling to the remote areas, meeting the farmers, and we met the farmers who were small-holding farmers and who were doing traditional farming. So we started talking to them, and then we identified the farmers who would send us the raw material. So we got the raw material. Now here was the raw material, but okay, now how to treat it. Okay, now for example, we got ragi, we got gehun, atta banana hai. So we decided that we can't just go to a mill in the town and say, okay, we want to make atta, we want to make the flour. So because I believe that higher the RPM of a machine, it generates heat, and that heat kills the protein or the nutrition in the grain. So we had to go back to the traditional method of even making the atta. So we went to the hills, and there we saw these water mills, which are called grat, and there we got our, that's when I say treatment of grain, this is how we started doing. So our traditional method of sun drying things, like we use a lot of dates. We use chuaras. Chuaras are sun-dried dates, and then we sun-dry them, we de-seed them, we hand-pound them. We do not use electric mixers or grinders. We do absolutely traditional methods. So we started using all the traditional methods, and we started making our products. As in, then what came to my mind was, today's children, the youth, they are the ones they should be eating it. But how to make them eat? Now the challenge was, okay, as we say, laddu. What is laddu? Laddu is a energy bar given to us by our Nanima.
Yeah.
So I started making, I told my daughter, I said, don't buy these energy bars, I will give you. So I started making these tiny laddus and I started packing them into small little packets and keeping them in my daughter's bag. So
what is it made of?
this is made of jaggery and peanut powder with flax seeds added to it. That's my innovation. See, I pick up a traditional recipe and then I improvise it to suit today's palate. Because if I tell you that Viren, please eat a ragi mutta or a ragi roti every day, you would say, no, sorry, I can't eat it. So what I did, I made ragi cookies. So here we have these cookies made of millets. This is finger millet. This is ragi, very high on calcium, very good for us, for old people, for children, for anybody. So if I made cookies, you would lovingly have it with your cup of coffee.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing basically. I would like to mention that whatever we are making, we are very careful about things like there are no preservatives, there are no chemicals in the food, and also there is no refined flour, there is no refined sugar, and there are no trans fats. We are absolutely following the traditional methods of using whole grains, oil seeds, millets, that's it. So we create our food out of only these healthy ingredients. Also, I put up live kitchens on Sunday Farmers Market where I cook with millets. I bring the millets, whatever the farmer has harvested, and then we create food out of that. We create traditional rotis with whatever it is to be eaten with the chutney powders or chutneys or sabzis, and also we create some interesting salads like tabbouleh and Greek salad and lemon rice and all. So we can show people that you cook traditional food and you can make something which is global food. So global cuisine from our traditional millets like foxtail millet, barnyard millet, you can make tabboulehs, you can toss it into some interesting salads, so you can do couscous out of a foxtail millet. So you can do global cuisine with our traditional millet. That is the idea. So that is another part of Sea Green. That's actually the very important part of Sea Green. It's not just about selling a laddu. It's about it's a mission to talk about that. Please learn to eat what was grown on our land, and we have to bring that back. We have to help the farmer. We have to help the planet. That is the mission. That's a bigger mission behind Sea Green.
Just talking about all this food has got my mouth watering. Maybe Akhil can tell us about the...
Yeah, I would like Akhil to join me, and because he supports me in all my mission. So, about the global problems, I think he's the right person.
You can tell us the problems and some of the solutions which you see,
that's a very important question. As far as any of the social initiatives like this are concerned, and especially the Nature Fest which is starting, we all need to understand that nature is very, very powerful. And as long as we keep respecting the traditions, the traditional wisdom which the nature gives us, and connecting it with the modernity, what the youth today wants, and if both of this can be synergized, we are looking at a very, very effective and a powerful solution for the future. And I can tell you, being a fighter flyer for 20 years, we can just about begin to understand the power of nature. And the recent earthquake in Nepal has shown us the power of nature. So going back to the wisdom of nature, the traditional Indian wisdom is all there around us. And we need more such initiatives like Sea Green to create awareness in the youth today, to be able to bring back the traditional wisdom of Ayurveda, for example, the traditional ways of eating, and all that is going to come back to us and leading to the future path which is more enlightened, more powerful. On that account, I think we need more such initiatives where like-minded people, aware people like you and me, people who travel abroad, people who see the world, people who understand the wisdom of tradition can be brought in together. And the Organic Farmers Market, the Delhi chapter, we are already a part of the Slow Food International, where we try to bring good, clean and fair food to the people. And we in the farmers market believe in the same ethos and same philosophy. So we try and bring the local, regional and seasonal food to the people. And during that process we create awareness, and youth today are looking for options actually. What we have observed is we just need social entrepreneurs, social enterprises like Sea Green, more and more such initiatives like Nature Fest to connect the wisdom of tradition and with the local food. Youth are willing, they're ready to experiment, they're looking for options actually.
It's making it available for them is the thing that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what.
So, any other solutions that you think of?
Oh, I think at the local level, I think that's the initiative where you need more such like-minded people to come along and create more such nuclei. Getting involved hands-on, and that's how once you have a critical mass, we can mobilize the opinion of the government.
Yeah.
If in the future, 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, we are looking at the youth, which already is happening, youth being the mobilizing force in this country, which even the government has acknowledged. Therefore, more of such people joining in the movement would only lead to better initiatives, better life, better connectivity, respecting the traditional wisdom, and moving on, looking at the future.
Better world for everyone to.
For everyone, absolutely.
Any message you would like to share with the viewers?
Okay, message which I would like to give to the youth is that people just follow your dreams. Be passionate and never lose a child in you. Follow your heart. Thank you.
I would like to tell everybody that please eat what grows in our country and make one meal a day out of millets. And I would like to say it in Hindi again. अपने देश की उपज को खाइए, जो अपने देश में उगता है वो खाइए, और पूरे दिन के खाने में एक खाना आपका मिलेट से, मोटे अनाज से बना होना चाहिए.
So thank you so much for being part of Project Swatch. We would like to gift you this tulsi plant as a token of our appreciation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. बहुत धन्यवाद.
I really like this.
Thank you for watching. Please support Project Swatch by sharing. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe for more inspirational videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Project Swatch.